Toiletries actually gives me the most anxiety. I can't.
I love to travel, I hate to pack, but you can't have one without the other. As a chronic overpacker, the notion of trying to pack for an 18-day trip to Europe has been causing me some stress. A carry-on for a long weekend is tight. Normally, I bring a 50-pound check-in for a 7 to 10-day trip. That's not going to cut it this time, but I also don't want to wear the same clothes every day. It's going to be really hot, and it's also going to be really cold. A girl needs options. I have got to figure out how to streamline this and still have everything I need.
I do not want to be that person sweating and huffing and puffing all over Europe with a 50-pound piece of luggage. I want better for myself. Every trip that I've ever taken for the last 15 years has led me to this moment. Yeah, I'm nervous. I've spent so many nights worrying about this. Can I do this? Is it possible? And then I found out that I was going to have to dress for 2 climates. Failure is just not an option. I have to do this. This is my chance to prove to everyone what I'm capable of.
This is probably going to end up being more of a how not to pack video, but sometimes that can be helpful too.
Okay, this is what I have so far. All of these shorts to here are Lululemon and Athleta. They're extremely breathable, and this material dries very easily should I find myself in a situation where I need to wash them in a sink and hang them up to dry. I can also wear these if I need to get active or casually, so they kind of serve every function that I need. I've tried to make it so that the tops are mostly neutral colors so that they'll be easy enough to mix and match. I have just an extra neutral colored gray tank here. This is a dress. So this is a zip top pullover. This is probably what I'll be wearing on the plane. It's just a really super light windbreaker with a hood. And then this is just something really light that will be easy to throw over any type of outfit I'm wearing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 shorts, 10 tops, and a dress. So essentially 10 outfits plus an extra top. Let's throw in a set of pajamas. We're gonna throw in 1 black cover up, which can also double as pajamas or a lounge dress as needed. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I guess we'll see once I try and put everything in my suitcase. And yes, it's possible that I'm still bringing too much, but I'm one of those options type of packers who likes to have options, and I'm not really gonna have options here. I have 10 days to get through before I can actually get to laundry. So that's why I kind of felt like I needed all of that. The last 7 days of our trip is where we get into the colder weather. And that is where we're gonna get into 77 degrees. But I don't want to feel gross, okay? I don't. And I don't wanna have the same clothing on every day. I just don't. I mean, is that so wrong? As much as it pains me to have to do this, I will be traveling in 85 hot and humid degree weather and also 40 degree weather, which is just insane to have to try and pack for both. I have to bring cold weather gear. I should have about, I think it's gonna be 3 very, very freezing days. The other days will be about 75, 77, but then there'll be 3 very, very cold days where it's like 30 or 40. And I can't be cold and uncomfortable. I want to enjoy my time. Rather than doing a big puffy jacket, my plan is to just try and layer up a hat, gloves,
Scarf.
3 long sleeve shirts right here. I have this tank top, plus I have a white tank top here for my summer stash that I can use to layer under the long sleeve shirts. And I'm going to bring 2 sweatshirts, 2 pairs of pants. These pants are my favorite ones from Lululemon because they're very versatile. I can run in them if I needed to. I can be active in them. They're stretchy, they're comfortable. I don't know, is this overkill? But I also have, I got these when we went to football games in Buffalo. These are 32 degrees and they're just things that I can wear underneath my pants and underneath my shirt. And I'll be bringing this Columbia windbreaker, which I think this is going to be better than doing a large puffy coat because I can layer things underneath and then I can take them off if I need to. And this is actually pretty light and thin, but it blocks the wind and it has a hood. So I think that will be good. I get very, very cold. So this kind of does seem like overkill. Possibly. I could fill a whole suitcase with just that stuff. So this is going to get really interesting. Is this too much? Is this even gonna happen? As much as I'd like to bring these pretty little sandals, I'm not going to. They're comfortable, but I don't know if they're 12 hours a day in Europe comfortable, and I need support. So we are gonna go with Birkenstocks. I will be wearing white sneakers on my feet when I travel. I think a flip-flop is always good, just because, especially if there is a bikini involved, and they're super easy to pack. And then I got these specifically for this trip. My old sneakers needed replacing. Shoes are the worst for travel. I hate them. They're so bulky. I have the sneakers in here, and then the flip-flops and the sandals in there. Okay, all that's left is socks, underwear, toiletries. Toiletries are another huge problem of mine. So I tend to have a lot of anxiety around the toiletries because that's where you get into things like your glasses, your contacts, your face moisturizer, things like medications. Like, you don't want to forget any of that stuff. Okay, let's finish this up. My toiletry bag. In it, I have pretty much all my toiletries, most of it, deodorant, lotion, cotton balls, Q-tips, keep my contacts over here, toothbrush, toothpaste, what's in here? Body wash, makeup remover, toner, night cream. This is my day cream. I've got dental floss in there, deodorant. This covers pretty much all the basics. But then you get into all the other stuff, and that's what usually gets me in trouble, okay? So in here, I've got glasses. This is my nightcap. This is gonna help me curl my hair without hot tools. I've got face wipes. I love traveling with those. Makes washing the face at night so much easier. And when you get hot and sweaty during the day, they can also come in handy for that. I've got my giant must-have paddle brush. This is where I'll keep some of my prescriptions that I need to bring with me. And then you get into the hair. The hair is a huge problem. Okay, but this is going to be probably what's going to make or break me. If the winter gear did not break me, this certainly will. Don't even get me started on the hot tool situation in Europe. Actually, I'm not sure which is which, but these will be filled with shampoo, conditioner, and then I've got my hair washing routine down to 2 essential elements. This plus one other conditioning cream. Then you get into the makeup. Actually, I don't wear much makeup, so this is my makeup bag, but what I'm probably going to do is remove the few things that I want to bring with me, which is probably just like blush, mascara, and some powder. And then, of course, whatever I want on my lips. It doesn't seem like it's that much, but look at this. Look at how bulky this is. This is ideal because it lies flat, but the reality is I can't fit all of this into there. I don't feel like I'm super high maintenance, but there you have it. I don't know how to do better on this right now. So what do you think? How screwed am I? Is this like really not happening for me? Or is there hope? We'll see. Okay, there, I just dumped a bunch of bras and underwear. How much is appropriate? How much isn't overkill on underwear? Is 15 okay? I mean, that definitely requires laundry and we should be able to do laundry, but I mean, do you need to really underpack your underwear? So anyway, this is going to be my laundry bag. It zips, and if I want to just throw this whole thing into the laundry, I can do that and just kind of make things a little bit easier for myself. This is another thing I usually travel with. It is a backpack that kind of folds in on itself. This is my little container that I put all my chargers in. Got the headphones. I'm going to bring this in this little bag because I think this is something that I can keep with me on the airplane, that if I decide I don't need it, I can just kind of ball it up and pack it. This is also where I would put my iPad, and my AirPods are also in there in that charger thing. I don't know if this is looking too good for me. It seems like a lot. Okay, this is the luggage that I'm working with. This is an Osprey Porter. It's a 30-liter size. This is another Osprey Porter, 46-liter. This one is significantly bigger, a lot more room in the sides. This backpack also has a section right here. This would probably be good if you were bringing your laptop with you, which I'm not planning to. But this would definitely be a check-in. And the more you pack in here, the heavier it gets. So it's gonna hold more, but I have to be careful that I can still carry it comfortably. And then this is my Travel Pro. This is definitely a carry-on if I want it to be. It's a little bit smaller than my last carry-on because I think this is the one that is specifically also fits European standards. And so I was a little bummed out because I need all the room I can get, but I wanted to make sure that it would work for Europe as well. So it feels pretty tiny to me, and then I've got all these packing cubes that I'm going to try and smash all of my clothes into them.
Nine pairs of shorts and 10 tank tops in this cube. One bathing suit, a cover-up, a pair of pajamas, 2 long sleeve tops, and 1 dress in this cube. 1 strapless bra, 2 easy to wash and dry bralettes, 15 pairs of underwear, and 8 pairs of socks in this pocket. And my shoes. It's hard for me to believe that that's really all I can fit in there. I don't know if I'm not packing it tight enough, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like that much.
I've also got some house shoes in here. Always travel with these. Okay, so this is going to be my carry-on back fit. Now all I have to do is fit my winter gear and my toiletries. Okay, so I put my 3 separate toiletry items into one packing cube, like so. I think we have a problem. Yeah. No.
If I'd only been packing for the first 10 days of our trip, all warm weather, I would have been fine. It's the last 7 in these winter clothes that really put me over the edge. But I did it. The bigger backpack works, and I can navigate Europe well enough with a small rolling luggage.
It's going to be hot, and I will probably at some point regret and wish that I were a one-bag wonder.
And I'll really regret it if my luggage gets lost.
But that is just not the world that I live in. So this one is 15, and this one is 15.6 pounds.
My husband did show me that everything could fit into the smaller 30-liter with no compression, but it was super, super tight, so I just don't know if I want to do that. This is my toiletries and my winter clothes. I also bought the Space Saver vacuum bags to explore that option, and I got it with a hand pump because I didn't want an extra charger, and pumping out the air was not too difficult. Compression could make the smaller backpack a good option.
I have a really good packing list, but I think knowing that this is done and was thought of for specifically for this trip and just writing it down will help ease my anxiety when it comes time to leave.
And as we get closer to the trip, I will feel like I've already done the work and I won't really have to put as much thought into it. And that's going to feel very nice and relieve some of the stress for me, because I am a super anxious packer and I hate it, but it's just something that I can't help. In the meantime, I'll see if I can refine this and we'll see where I end up. I decided to buy an Osprey Fairview 40-liter backpack instead of using the 46-liter. I was a little worried about it as a check-in for one of our bus trips, and I just figured the smallest backpack I can get away with, the better for now and the future. I added another dress and a skirt, and so I ended up with 9 tanks, 6 shorts, 1 skirt, and 2 dresses, so that's exactly 9 warmer weather outfits, plus 2 extra tanks. Plus, I added 2 short sleeve shirts because I realized I had no in between. And I ditched this, just felt a little too extra. I also decided to buy Hurricane Teva XLT2s instead of bringing the Birkenstocks, just because I wanted something a little bit more versatile that can be worn around water, and also that will look a little bit more put together with dresses and skirts, and still be comfy and supportive for my feet. I actually didn't bring any of these shoes. I ditched the flip-flops in an effort to streamline, and I brought a slimmer pair of black sneakers because the Hokas were just so bulky. And I ditched the 2 sweatshirts, again, just too bulky, didn't have room. I used slimmer shampoo and conditioner bottles, and I bought 2 clear cases to split my toiletries between the 2 bags so I can keep my prescriptions with me and any liquids I might need to carry on, and I thinned out my pink makeup case. My toiletry situation is still really bothering me. It's just too bulky, but I don't think there's anything that I want to leave behind. It's making me feel so high maintenance, but I also just don't think I'm that high maintenance. I think it's just more that I'm specific about the things that I want. Is that high maintenance? This bag is super roomy. This bag could be a check-in or a carry-on, but I'm going to use it as my check-in. On the plane, I'll wear long pants and a short sleeve shirt. And I've been contemplating adding leggings and capri pants. This is really hard. I love the idea of breezing in and out of airports and not worrying about lost luggage. Maybe one day I'll be a one-bag wonder, but I'm just not quite there yet, and it just wasn't going to happen for me on this trip, but I'll be sure to let you know how it goes.